today I'm gonna show you how to make Oreo protein balls. So if you love Oreo cookies, then you are totally going to love this recipe today. So this recipe is the perfect combination of crunchy chocolate cookies along with like creamy vanilla filling. So if you stay tuned today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make these yummy protein balls. Now, if you are new to my channel, my name is Lindsay and this is my YouTube channel. It is Fit and Fabulous, and I make videos like this every single week. And my whole goal is to teach women how to lose weight for good in a healthy and sustainable way, so they can have more energy and they can have more confidence and just feel so good in their skin. Now, I believe that protein is key, especially when it comes to losing weight. So I like to create delicious, yummy, high protein recipes so you can enjoy some of your favorite foods all while losing weight and becoming fit and fabulous. So if you are new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as notifications so you guys never miss a video like this in the future. Plus, if you do like this type of video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Ding! And that way I know to make more videos like this in the future. So if you're ready to learn how to make Oreo protein balls, then let's get started. The very first thing you're gonna need for today's recipe is you are gonna need a mixing bowl. So go and grab yourself some sort of mixing bowl. The very first ingredient we are gonna be using is some protein powder. So this is some level 1 protein powder by Phorm, and this is the vanilla ice cream flavor. Now, I always like to have vanilla protein powder on hand just because it's so versatile and you can literally use it to make like anything. So in today's recipe, we're gonna be using 2 scoops of the vanilla ice cream flavored protein powder. So you wanna take your protein powder. So we got 1 scoop going into the bowl and 2 scoops. Now, I do like to use level 1 protein powder on a regular basis just because they use low temperature processing in order to actually like create the protein, as opposed to like the 99% of the other protein powders out there. They use like high temperature processing and it actually damages some of the protein. So a lot of times when you use those like high temperature processed proteins, it can cause like a lot of like gas, bloating, upset stomach, like a lot of like nastiness. So if you do find that the protein powder that you're using currently does cause that, I would definitely look into switching to like a low temperature processed protein. Level 1 is really good for that. So, and plus they have like lots of delicious flavors. So if you guys want to check that out, there'll be a link down below. So we have our 2 scoops of our vanilla ice cream flavored protein into the bowl. Next, we're gonna be using a little bit of vanilla pudding. So just like the powdered vanilla pudding. Now you can definitely get like the low fat vanilla pudding, but I think basically when we look at like the package details, it's kind of the same at the end of the day. Like there might be like a few calories difference, but it's not like a huge difference. So today I'm just gonna be using like the regular one. Again, you can use like the low fat one if you want. It's definitely like up to you, whatever you prefer. But in today's recipe, we're gonna be using 4 tablespoons of the powdered vanilla pudding from Jell-O. So we're gonna be putting our 4 tablespoons of our powdered vanilla pudding into the bowl. And next we're gonna be using some Swerve. So you guys have probably seen in like 99% of my other videos that I like to use Swerve on a regular basis just because I personally like the taste of it. It's like the best tasting like sugar replacement, like alternative sugar, whatever you wanna call it. And I don't know, I just like the flavor of it. Now, Swerve does come in like 3 different kinds now. It used to be 2, but now it's 3. So there's like the granular Swerve, there's the powdered Swerve, and then there's like the brown sugar Swerve. But today we're just gonna be using the granular Swerve just because that's the one I like to use most times. And plus, I personally think that one tastes the best. So in today's recipe, we're gonna be using 2 tablespoons of Swerve. 1 and 2. Next, we're gonna be using some coconut oil. So all we need in today's recipe is just 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil. So we have our melted coconut oil. So 1 tablespoon. So next we're gonna be adding in a little bit of water. So we're just gonna be adding in 4 tablespoons of water into our bowl. So between the water and the coconut oil, that's basically what's gonna help bind like the protein balls. I mean, you could just use coconut oil as like your binding agent, but then you're gonna be adding in like a lot of like extra fat and a lot of like extra calories. So that's why I kind of like to use like the combination between like the water and the coconut oil. We have our 1 tablespoon, 2, 3, and 4. So you just want to grab a spoon and then we're just gonna mix that up. Now initially it's gonna look a little bit dry, but basically once you kind of get your hands in there and really start mixing, it's pretty much good to go. Now if you do find that it is pretty dry, you can definitely add a little bit more water if you want to. Or if you find it's almost like a little bit too liquidy, almost like too mushy or something, then you can definitely add like a little bit more protein powder to it. So it's looking pretty good. Mixed it up just a little bit. So it kind of just looks like dough right now. And that's what you want it to look like, it's just dough. And now what we want to do is, of course, we want to take some mini Oreos. Now I like to do the mini Oreos just because they're just a little bit easier to count out. I mean, if you have the big Oreos, you can do that as well. Just be sure like you count them out. But again, I just like to use the mini ones. So we're just gonna be taking 9 mini Oreos just because on the back of the nutrition facts, it says 9 cookies is 140 calories and it basically tells you exactly what 9 cookies is. And that's all we need for this recipe. We're gonna put them into a little baggie. Basically what we wanna do now is, you just wanna like crush them up a little bit with our hands. We're gonna take these, put them into our protein mix, dough, whatever you wanna call it, like so. You wanna make sure you get all the cookies in there. And then what you wanna do is you just wanna take your mix, you wanna mix all of those cookies into the protein batter. So this is what it's looking like so far. You guys see that? I mean, right now it's almost like a cookies and cream. I guess I could have called this like cookies and cream, but figured Oreo protein balls was a little bit more appropriate. So we got our protein ball dough currently. So we're gonna break it up because this recipe actually makes 8 protein balls. So we're gonna break it up into 2 pieces. So this half will make 4 protein balls. So we're gonna split up into half again. This, we're gonna split up into half again, like that. And then we have one more thing to do. So this is what our protein balls looks like so far, with like the pieces of the Oreo in there. So now what we wanna do is we wanna take a bowl, like so. I would almost consider this like a double Oreo cookie protein ball because it's almost like a double. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would consider this like a double Oreo cookie protein ball. So we have our bowl, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Oreo baking crumbs. So you guys can find this in like the baking section of the grocery store. And all it is it's just like Oreo cookie crumbs. Pretty much want to pour some of that into a bowl. We want to use about 3 tablespoons. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our protein ball and then we're just gonna cover it and more of like the cookie goodness. So this is now what our Oreo protein balls currently look like. You guys are probably like, I'm not really sure if I like the look of those. Honestly, if you guys try these, they are so freaking good. So what you wanna do now is you basically wanna take these and then just put them in the freezer for like 20 minutes, half an hour or something. Just let them kind of firm up a little bit and then you're like good to go. Or if you really want to, you can just definitely eat them like right now. So I'm just gonna try one for you guys. OMG, those are so good. I think these are my favorite protein balls like to date. I'm pretty sure. So I think I actually forgot to tell you guys like the macros of these Oreo protein balls. So basically 1 protein ball is 90 calories, has 6 grams of protein and only 3 grams of fat. So they are so freaking good. Now the other thing is, like the macros will probably change depending on if you guys actually do use like these Oreo like cookie crumbs on the outside. Like you don't have to. I don't know. I did basically determine that 1 pretty much uses like a half a tablespoon. So if you guys don't use that, that's like 30 calories less. So I don't know. It's kind of like up to you. I'm eating another one. It's happening. This is so good. Like if you guys are craving like Oreo anything, this is like the best like alternative, I'm pretty sure. Like it's so freaking good. So I hope you all enjoyed that recipe. It is so good and so delicious and tastes just like Oreo cookies, but like in a little protein package. Like it's so super good. So I would love to know if you guys do decide to make this recipe, whether you do love it just as much as I do. So please comment down below, again, if you do make this recipe, and let me know if you do like it or not. So I hope you all have an amazing day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. All right, love you.